What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Resilient Reboot Productions Daily Show. I'm your host, John Katsavos. Now, vote for yesterday. Have to apologize for yesterday and the day before. I've been having technical issues with my internet. I think things have been resolved. The internet looks like it's been stable all morning, so hopefully we're still good to go. I hope you guys can hear me fine. Looks like everything should be working perfectly, which is good. Everything is good. Everything is golden. Today, I am going to be going off the hook on the industry and try to help you understand why I go off the hook with the industry when I hear certain terminologies and I see certain things on the internet. Things just doesn't, how can I say this in a nice way without, I'll screw it. If I offend somebody, I offend somebody. Once you see talking heads saying that there's, one size fits all, and this way is the right way to be living, and this way isn't, and why there's no such thing as a personal trainer that knows everything. It's after today, hopefully, that you guys are going to understand why I go off the hook when I hear stuff like that. Like, oh, my trainer knows everything that there is to know about everything about the fitness industry. No, he doesn't, or she doesn't. I'm sorry. The jack of all trades, but what's that saying? A jack of all trades, but a professional at none. You get what you pay for. So today we are going to talk about there is no one size fit all solution for your results. Doesn't exist. Why one diet works for some people, does nothing to someone else, and can hurt a third person. And we are also going to talk about why trainers need a team of pros to surround them. So we're going to help identify those 3 talking points. There's a ton of other talking points that we're going to cover over the rest of the year, but for today, these are the 3 that we're going to talk about. So let's get started, shall we? There's no one size fit all solution to anything when it comes to the fitness industry. Specifically this week, we're talking about, we're talking about nutrition and how getting the right nutrition inside of you can actually help you become better. This falls under the findings of Dr. Weston A. Price, where no 2 people are the same, and neither is your dietary needs. He goes even deeper into a deeper finding where it's based off of your genetic structure, where your ancestors grew up is how you should be eating, because your DNA is designed specifically based off of generational location rather than where you're living right now. So one of the best things to do, they're not sponsoring me, so I'm not going to say any specific names, but if you can afford to do a DNA test and find out where your ancestors came from, do it and start eating that way. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with the results. To go a little bit more further, Dr. Price, who was an orthodontist in the U.S., I think it was Ohio. I can't remember exactly. I'm not going to say where he was from. I think it was Ohio. Wanted to find out why in America people had bad teeth. Back in the early 1900s, it was considered America was the leading leading country in dentistry. And he's like, well, if we are the leading country in leading nation in dentistry, why do I see so many bad teeth coming around and people needing fillings and everything, like dental work? So he did whatever any normal orthodontist would do. He gave up his practice for about 5 years, and he traveled the world, and specifically with in mind to go to indigenous tribes around the world and see, one, their bone structure, two, their their dental work. What he found was actually um, very, very intriguing. Now, these people, remember, they haven't removed themselves from the tribes that where they were years, that generations for generations upon generations. So their diet has stayed the same for generations. It hasn't changed that much. Um, Basically, what he found was the people that actually stayed true to their nutritional genetic heritage had better bones, thicker bones, stronger bones, and their teeth were amazing. None of this unevenness. It was all perfect. So, this is why I don't like giving like very detailed nutrition tips to people. I give very generalized tips, if you're eating more, junk foods, substitute the junk food with something whole, some cook something. So the one thing that I want you guys to take out of this is to be careful from trainers that know everything, because no trainer should know everything. You should be an expert at one. And we'll get into that a little bit later. But when you start to see trainers saying, oh, this diet has worked for, you know, three of my clients. Yeah, well, that trainer's probably seeing about 30 clients. What about the other 27? Ask the trainers. You guys have to ask proper questions when you're hiring a trainer. You're spending a lot of money on us. We're not cheap. And when you don't ask the proper questions, guess what? You're not going to get the results that you're going to that you need. One question is, how many clients do you have? Second question is, we'll get into this later, who's your team? We'll get into that later. What I do want to get into right now is into another doctor, Dr. Francis M. Pottinger, who made a very interesting discovery. It was very, I'll be honest with you guys, it wasn't the nicest experiment that has ever been done. It was actually quite brutal. But what came out of that experiment was, well, we're starting to see it today. Sorry to say, folks, but we are starting to see it today. So Dr. Francis M. Pottinger, another doctor, wanted to know why people were, increasing in ailments that they shouldn't have at the age that they have. So he did a very interesting experiment. He took a batch of kittens and he split them up into three groups. One group, he gave them cooked everything, processed everything. The second group, he gave them a mix of some cooked, some raw. And the third group, he gave them all raw. So what happened? The first group, well, he started to see one generation after another generation starting to deteriorate, their health started to deteriorate. Pardon me. The middle group at an exponential rate. I mean, it was quick. I think it was the third or fourth generation of kittens, they were being born stillborn, being born with tumors. And it was It was crazy. It was very, 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 very crazy. In the second group, he saw the same pattern. However, with that pattern, it started. It wasn't as quickly. It took a little bit more time. And the third group, what actually happened was the kittens were becoming more healthier. With the raw group, they were becoming more healthier, happier. The reflexes were bang on. Their eyesight was good. They were fighting off disease, no problem. So I'm not pushing raw food. There are some foods that need to be cooked because of the way we make them. Let's call a spade here, okay? Not all meats. Animal probably didn't live a very happy, full life. Unless you grew the animal yourself, my suggestion is to cook it medium raw. Medium rare. That's how I usually eat my steaks. Depends on the food as well. The pork needs to be cooked very well. You don't know, you can get sick. These are different stuff that you can judge for yourself. I know people who eat their steak raw or blue. It's on them, right? I mean, you don't really know how that cow, that pig, that goat, that sheep, that fish, you don't know how it grew up. You don't know how it lived. That chicken, turkey, whatever it is. So I like mine a little bit cooked. I would rather have it raw. However, I don't know how it was raised. I don't know how it was slaughtered. I don't know the slaughtering area that it was. It's quite nasty, some of them. Some foods that I do suggest you guys eating raw are your fruits, obviously, and vegetables. Why? Because you just keep those nutrients still inside of you, still strong, right? So if you can combine Dr. Pottinger's findings with Dr. Weston A. Price's findings, trust me when I tell you, you guys are going to have great results. And don't listen to, oh, the carnivore diet works amazing. I'm sure it does. I'm not arguing the results of some people out there that have used the carnivore diet. I think it's a great diet, or the paleo diet, or the primal blueprint, or the whatever diet that comes off the freaking shelf. There's some diets that are like the 0 cal diet. Yeah, good luck trying to eat 0 calories. What are you going to eat? Air? You're going to drink water and that's all you're going to do? Yeah, good luck with that one. That's not going to work. That's not going to stay for too long, especially if you're working out. Especially if you're working out, the 0 cal diet, trust me, not something you want to be on at all. I'm on a heavy calorie diet and I went to the gym for the first time in 2 years and I did calves. And I just started walking properly today, and it's Friday. That was on Sunday. So you want to do that without getting proper nutrition and nutrients inside your body? Yeah, good luck with that one. I really tell you good luck with that one. You're not going to last. So the third and final point that I want to talk about is probably one of the more important topics of today. Trainers networks. If your trainer doesn't have a proper network of professionals at his or her disposal, my suggestion would be to find another trainer. I don't care how good your relationship is with that trainer. I don't care if you bring them to or her to your family events and barbecues and this and that, and you like them because it says good jokes. Be honest with you, I specialize in muscles and joints. How does the muscle apply? How does the joint function when the muscle is strained? That's what I specialize in. I don't specialize in food. I don't specialize in rest and recovery. I don't specialize in mindset. I specialize in bone and muscle. That's what my clients come and see me for. If they want, I have friends and connections that I can lead them to so they can perfect their nutrition, perfect their rest and recovery, and perfect their mindset. I very, 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 very rarely and very little do I dabble in that stuff. Some more than others, like rest and recovery. Um, dabble a little bit more in the mindset, but the mindset, every trainer in there, uh, in the field dabbles with mindset. Let's call a spade again. Um, and the reason why I do that is because I want to be able to provide top dollar for my client. Remember that old adage, your net worth is your net worth. And that's what you should be looking at. If you're looking at to get results, best results, look at that like that. If you're looking for just to chill out and hang out for an hour and waste anywhere between $60 and $130, go right ahead. It's your money, not mine. Again, the reason why I say this and the reason why I'm harping down on this so much is because you can't be an expert in every single field, especially when it comes to the body. You either know biomechanics, physics, understanding good physics, or you know chemistry, biochemistry, and there's a lot more neurology. Like there's a lot. And when I hear trainers saying, "Oh, I do everything for my client," yeah, right. So that means that you don't do anything for your client. I'm sorry. You can't do everything. You can give advice from past experiences, but the big but is you remember, there's no one size that fits all solution to anything that we do. Everything that we do as trainers is very specific to the individual, not to a group, not to a mass. And when we distort that and say, "Oh, Jim lost 200 pounds in a year," good for Jim. It worked for Jim. Is it going to work for Sam? Nope. Maybe, maybe not. Most likely not. Jim came from Utah. Sam came from Lebanon. Does a person from Utah have the same DNA structure as somebody from Lebanon? I highly doubt that. I highly doubt it. So how can a diet for Jim work for Sam? This is why I harp so much on this. And this is why it really does come down to the client. The client really needs to start asking proper questions before hiring a trainer. Remember, this is your money. You are expecting to see results. You are expecting to see your money with results. If your money doesn't have results, what are you paying for? The good jokes? A trainer's just going to take your money. I mean, we need to eat too. We need to create businesses. We need to create we want to live the best life possible, but we also want to see your results. A good trainer will say, "You know what? This isn't working. This just isn't working." And may have to either either put you somewhere else or find another trainer completely for you. I have never had a client tell me that they're not interested in not training with me again because I share my network with them. I'm like, look, you want to improve your the way you look. Okay, we need to focus on your diet as well. You keep coming to me, you go see this nutritionist that I have, and together we can get you the results. If they're willing to work with my team, no problem. No problem. If they're not, well, I'm sorry. All I can do is the physical part of you, muscle and bone. Other than that, I can give you some general advice. We have a 1 in 3 chance that it's going to work. If you want to take those odds, by all means, I can give you that advice. Rest and recovery, 1 in 3 chance it's going to work. Actually, more is like 2 out of 3 chance it's going to work because the supplements that I have, I'm on them myself, and they're really, 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 really effective. Except for when you go a little bit too crazy at the gym, like I did on Sunday. Nah, it's not. It wasn't a fun week. Could barely walk. Barely walk. Oh, if you guys ever do calves and you haven't done them in a while, just be kind to yourself. Just be kind. So if you guys are watching this on YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, Resilient Reboot Productions. Hit the bell and share the link. If you're watching this on Facebook, please give me a comment. Let me think what you guys know. Let me know what you guys think about what we talked about today. This is a very big topic. It's very, 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 very big. And I gave you my interpretation of it. And I'd like to know what you guys think about it as well. And that's that, guys. Tomorrow is Saturday, so we're not going to be doing a live stream, but we will be picking this up on Monday, and we are going to be talking about something that is my specialty, which is exercise. And we're going to be talking about different types of exercises, how to work out, like get your your mindset, and more your body, like exercises that have worked for other clients of mine. Not many, but some of them, have worked. And this actually has helped quite a bit of people. And we're going to be pretty much following the same pattern as we did this week, other than the fact that me not coming on for a couple of days because I couldn't walk and internet problems. Hopefully we don't have any more of those. But anyways, until then, guys, I will see you guys next week. You guys have an amazing weekend. Be kind to yourself.